All right. BC Lions fans and CFL fans, Three Down Bros here for a post-game reaction. Saskatchewan at BC. BC down Saskatchewan 30-16, wins by 2 touchdowns. Go Lions. All right, so we'll start with our players of the game. So let's go with Arthur first. Who's your player of the game?
My player of the game is the guy I've always wanted BC to get, Darnell Sankey. 7 defensive tackles, 1 forced fumble, 1 tackle for loss. And in the fourth quarter, my oh my, he made some big time hits, and some rider receivers paid the price. Roland.
Yes. So
Greg.
Greg first, yeah.
Player of the game, fresh out of retirement, Lorenzo Malden. He had a lot of tackles, but most significantly, 2 sacks when it counted.
Okay, and mine is my guy, Mr. Javon Kotoy. What was it?
6 for 6. 110.
10 yards and 1 touchdown. Man, he was clutch. 100%.
100%.
6 out of 6. And, some of those were tough catches, in key situations, and he made it. So that's my man, player of the game, Mr. Javon Kotoy. So if you're joining us on Instagram and on YouTube, let us know in the comments what your thoughts are. We'd love to hear from you. And we'll interact with you that way. We'll put your comments up. So, man, that was a great win. We said last week that this was a key game to show that we are still in the race for the division standings, and I think it looks like we are. So with this win, are we tied with Saskatchewan for now, right?
So Saskatchewan is 6-4. And we are 5-5 along with Winnipeg, 5-5.
Okay, so we're 1 game behind, but we have them tied for the season series so far until we get the third game. So, initial thoughts on the game, Greg?
My initial thought, I am highly satisfied with this win. It could not have come over a better team. I've been saying for a while now, it is must win, gotta win, have to win until we get to 500. We're at 500, but now this 3 Down Bro is a little more greedy because I think the Lions are starting to get their stride. They're starting to hit it. Other teams are now worried after the Winnipeg game about the Lions' run game, but now that's softening up other teams for the Lions' passing game. So this game was expecting like a heavyweight punch out, just knock down, drag him out. It was a typical let's feel each other out for a little bit in the beginning, trading field goals. But Saskatchewan's line in the very beginning looked like it was starting to kind of assert itself. Our line, credit to the guys, they stuck with it. Defensive game plan by Coach Mike Benavides. That bend don't break. 6 points to the defending champions. Arthur, you said it. You said it right. Held them to 6 points in the first half. That is what it needed to be done. Special teams were great on the coverage. And offense did what it needed to do. Satisfying win. Satisfying win.
Let me read a comment from YouTube. Joker Blitz says, great win by a team peaking at the right time. Yeah, I mean, we are definitely playing a lot better. Our defense started to play better a few games ago. Offense is starting to click. Special teams, I think it's still a lot of improvement. What do you think, Arthur? Are we peaking, or there's still lots of work to do?
I think his bottom line is the Lions got some get some injured players back. Yeah. Kotoy being a big part of that. They got TJ back, helped to stabilize the secondary. You have an increased, I think the defense played a lot better since Game 3. The offense is better when you have more of your starting receivers in the lineup.
Yes.
They had a couple of. I had a poor game with some drops. They were able to squeak out that win, but not, and then I think overall the team is believing, and then Nathan is is taking care of the ball better.
Yes.
So I think that we're not peaked. We are peaking. We are progressing
upward trend.
Yeah.
Yes.
The penalties, Greg and I were talking about this before the stream. BC only 2 penalties, so that really helps when you don't have to beat the players in the stripes along with the other team. That helps quite a bit, right, Greg?
It does.
Absolutely.
It does.
None of these phantom calls from the replay center, reversing something that BC did well.
We were worried about that late hit.
Yeah.
And then it's like, what's the conference about? But
Yeah.
hey, it still worked out in our favor.
Yeah.
A few things I loved about the offense. People were playing. I saw a lot of heart, not wanting to be taken down on the first contact. Even Butler, even though it wasn't a lot of yards, he was fighting his way through first contact, second contact, and Javon Couture for sure, right?
That's his game.
He was hard to take down.
But what about McInnes dropping the shoulder on the sideline? That was I've never seen him do that. It was great. It was great.
I received McInnes, even Berryhill had a good catch, a long bomb. So Horvath, he almost made it into the end zone, got tackled on the 4-yard line. So lots of good effort on the offense. Let's talk about our defense.
Oh yeah. We definitely have
Arthur,
to.
what are your thoughts on our defense?
Well, I mean, they got 3 sacks. I mean, you got Trevor Harris down by over 2 possessions, in second and long, and you were able to get pressure, right? And he had to throw it away a couple of times, some hurries. And I would say in the first corner a bit, he was cooking. He was getting, that short passing game. He was getting in a rhythm. There's these timing patterns, these MLS or Keyshawn Bender routes, 20 yards.
Oh, it's annoying.
It's just like he knows exactly where to put it, and they're just breaking on it, just time together. But the Lions stiffened up their defense. They only allowed 16 the whole game.
Yeah,
pretty good.
And the one touchdown, like I said, was a busted cover or blown something. I don't know, but Saskatchewan had to earn their points, which was
again,
good.
it was when you're getting in 7 minutes left, and you're up 2-3 scores. Score effects will come into play. I mean, and with Saskatchewan got a lot of empty calorie yardage. Then
I love that term.
It is
empty calorie yardage.
They go drop into a cover 3. And then they're giving underneath, and then they're just giving you the underneath.
Mr. Sankey just lurking. I love it.
Sankey
love
lurking,
it.
Yeah.
Let me read a comment from Wayne here. Wayne, I don't know if you were at the game today, Wayne, but if you were, we missed you. Congrats, 3 down bros. My team took too many penalties. The Riders have to straighten out the penalties. Yeah, the Riders did take a lot of penalties. I think there was one penalty that our guy didn't have the ball. He was downers, and then they still got tackled.
Yeah. Well, Arthur and I were talking about that. In Saskatchewan, we there were times they started to look rattled, and they were coming apart a little bit. They were frustrated. I'm sure of it, which is great. That's how you beat a team, right?
Yeah.
It's remember, well, it's actually the other way.
No, I want him to.
Oh, okay. You're asking DJ. Tilt. Yeah, we're good.
Yeah.
All right.
So when I noticed is Saskatchewan took their second timeout with 9 minutes left in the game.
Yeah, which really you're like, what the heck are they doing?
I know, BC was charging, and then the way they were going, they're going to score a touchdown. Their defense needed a reset, but that's your second timeout. They challenged right. I think right at the end of the third quarter, they challenged the interception for defensive pass interference. Of course, we're in the stadium. We didn't get a really good look. It looked like it was. He just jumped the route, but was there contact? I don't know. I'll have to see the replay. But again, those were, I think, decisions when you don't think you can win, and you're hoping that interception will be taken off the board. You're kind of hoping.
You're grasping at straws.
Grasping at straws, yeah. So, love to see that for the Lions who put Saskatchewan in that position. I think Saskatchewan will play better the next time we see them. They're a good team.
So will we, though.
Yeah.
And I think so. Hey, yeah.
Let me read a couple comments. Daniel says, "Hey guys, we finally beat them." Yes. Yeah. This was a game that we really needed to prove that we were still in it. Wayne says, "I hope the media and other team fans forget about the Riders. The Riders aren't very good." Harris I think was off last game and this game. I think if Harris is back on, and they didn't have all the receivers.
Well, they're missing
Schaefer
Baker. They're missing Ouellette.
Yeah.
They are missing some players. I mean, the Lions went through that. Every team goes through that, right? So no one was making excuses for the Lions when they're down one. They're at 1-5, right?
Yeah.
So everyone was writing off the Lions.
And Saskatchewan's defense is pretty healthy. I don't see anybody on the
well, I think
their D.
Roland Milligan is. I think he's out.
That's
I think
right.
he's
Well,
out.
that's one.
Yeah, I guess.
So Daniel says our secondary still needs work
Oh yeah.
and pressure on the QB. Yeah, especially at the beginning of the game, there was very little pressure at all, and a lot of these short yardage dinks and dunks, and was getting through.
But they were able to hold him to 2 field goals.
Exactly. Yeah. Wayne says it wasn't pass interference, and I think it was a mistake about that.
The field. Yeah, that was a
Yeah.
I don't know, hope and prayer challenge.
Yeah.
Got to try to change the tide some way, like you said, right?
Yeah. Well, they usually get the calls against the Lions, so why not try, right, Greg?
But it kind of messed with our momentum a little bit. But you know what? End result, wins a win, maybe. Wins a win.
And what a great game for newcomers. We brought a bunch of people, our friends, first time coming to watch a CFL, and they were really in it. So that the entertainment value from today's game was just beautiful.
Hey, they got on the Jumbotron at Sing Along
Yes.
time, man.
We got on the Jumbotron. So that makes me proud. That's the first time I've been on the Jumbotron.
They'll be coming to a three down bros post soon.
Yeah, 3 Down Bros do Bon Jovi. That's our next gig, man.
So Alex says, great win. Yes, it was a great win. So I really hope that we can build on this. I think we're starting to have that confidence. At the beginning of the game, it was just field goals. We were ahead by 3, but I think from what it looked like, our players were right in it. They still had that confidence, knowing that we can still get this done. Wayne says the Riders' defense was missing Tavon Campbell, who is also Canadian.
Yeah. That's a difference maker for sure, especially a ratio buster kind of guy.
But again, we went through it.
We did, yeah.
And nobody's got the 9-game gauntlet like we do.
We paid for it, right?
Yeah,
we have all these losses, right?
Yeah.
So the climb is an uphill climb still, right? What's our standings now?
Edmonton is they're ahead, right?
Yeah, but how wins and losses for BC is?
We're 5-5.
So
just like
Winnipeg.
Winnipeg.
But we're ahead of Winnipeg's 5-5.
Yeah, well, because on virtue of beating them head to head. So Winnipeg's tied with 5, and then Saskatchewan now 6-4.
Yeah.
Well, like Arthur said, it's what we're doing at Labor Day. That's when you want to be peaking. Is
wins
Labor Day.
after Labor Day matters so much.
Yeah. Just Believe says, hello guys. Hey, Just Believe. Shane says, congratulations from a Rider fan. Was very frustrating that we couldn't, but don't want to blame the injuries. Yeah. I mean, there were a lot of Rider fans in the stadium.
Oh yeah.
They opened upstairs, man.
They showed up.
We were surrounded, so they did show up, and so it was fun. And it was, as a CFL fan, it's great to see all these fans, even if it's for the opponent.
How many couples did we see? One, the husband or the wife is one team, the husband was the other. That group of guys right beside us.
Yeah.
2 green, 1 orange, but they're still friends, right?
Yeah.
It's all about the league. Bottom line, all about the league.
Yeah. Just Believe says, I didn't get to watch the game, so I have no thoughts. That's okay.
We're scarier than Calgary, Just Believe.
Yeah. Wayne says, yes, Greg, everyone goes through injuries.
Yeah.
Shane says, Trevor looked confused. He hadn't played that great, but I do think the Riders can fix the mistakes they made and improve. But penalties were a factor for sure. Yeah, the penalties. Some of the players looked a bit frustrated. The Riders. So I think that's just a coaching thing. Some of the more senior players talking to them.
I think penalties for Saskatchewan took 2 majors off the board.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
At least, right?
Yeah.
The one long run by the running back, which I'm like, that I was a little worried. There's you don't know there's a flag, so why aren't you trying to bring the guy down? He ran pretty easy down that sideline.
Yeah. But on the flip side, the Lions players, I think, are showing that they can be disciplined, and they are disciplined.
2 penalties.
Right?
That's
so that's a good thing if we can keep this, right? That confidence starting to build, that discipline, just being a foundation. I think we could have a good run this season, right?
Well, the good thing about the injuries that we found out what we've got, right? Butler's injured. You found out what Horvath can do.
Yes.
Right? You found out what Poisson can do. When we get all those other receivers back, it's only going to be better to get us through this. I mean, we're almost halfway through the 9-game gauntlet now?
Oh, I think we're close. I mean, no, I mean we were pretty close. Yeah. I mean, we'll cover that on Monday,
Yeah.
but we'll review what I think the Gauntlet. We still have like 3 or 4 games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But coming through that healthy and with belief makes it a lot easier.
Yeah, Peg City Scott says the West seems to be becoming a pillow fight. I don't know if pillow fight is the word that I would use. It seems
Well, you know,
seems
when you
really
got
gritty there.
a whole pile of people whacking each other with pillows. That's what I think he means. The number of combatants in.
Yeah. Wayne says, by the way, I looked into going, but to make the ferry back, I'd have to leave by 8:30 p.m. Mind you, I wouldn't have minded that.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was a great atmosphere in the stadium.
Rider fans always do that though. They help the atmosphere here.
Yeah.
Right?
Shane says, anyways, congratulations. Excited for the last meetup when both teams are healthy. Let's pray for no more injuries for both teams.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
For sure.
Absolutely. I think, who do we play next week? Do we remember?
Next home game is 2 weeks. Yeah, we will play next week.
Oh, I got it.
Yeah,
It's a good question.
I got it.
it's okay. Arthur's looking it up.
BC at Ottawa.
Okay. We better.
Let's
And-
hope Ottawa doesn't put it all together that week.
And
Yeah.
then BC at Montreal.
Okay, that's going to be tough, yeah.
And then it's a home game again. Aren't we home and home in Montreal, right?
And then Montreal
Yeah.
at
Oh,
BC.
that's going to be pivotal.
Yeah. And then I think the break happens.
Our last one.
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So after these 3, then we have a bye.
Yeah.
So let's just keep it going, man. Keep
Yeah.
the roll
So-
going, boys.
Peg City Scott says, what was the attendance number today? I don't know. They didn't publish
didn't
it.
announce it.
They didn't announce
We'll
it.
get that probably about 28, 30.
Yeah. Wayne says, oh, sorry, I'd have to leave at 6:20. Oh, yeah, that's pretty
that's
early.
tough.
TKT says, yes, coach, you're right, coach. Small Furry Animal says, seeing Trevor losing it is just as fun as watching Dave Dickinson lose it. Yeah. It's tough. I mean, we know what Trevor's capable of.
Yep.
So we know that this was not his A game. But hey, we've gone through that, right? We've had Rourke not play his A game as well. So the mark of a championship team is that even if you have 1 or 2 players not having their A game, the rest of the team brings it up, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah. So yeah. Additional thoughts from you.
Let's just keep the roll going, right? You're getting that culture that Buck talks about. You've got the belief going. We'll talk more about it on Monday, but this game was great to watch all 3 units play, as well as they could play. I mean, yeah, I'm always going to ask for better. There's little tweaks here and there, but no, this was a game where they started looking, you beat the best, right?
Yes.
Whether how you do it, right now it doesn't matter, but they did it.
Yeah.
And it was just fun to watch. The entertainment value, as you guys say, was well worth it, and it couldn't have happened to a better team.
Yeah. So Peg City Scott actually looked it up. 30,083 today.
Good.
Well, that's good because
Yeah.
they did. Yeah, it had to be over 25, I think, from the open upstairs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so.
Mark says we beat Harris, Ottawa next Sunday, and in Montreal the following Friday. Wonder if they stay out east. Stamps did with similar schedule
Yeah.
from Ottawa to Montreal.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a possible. Yeah. Wayne says both the Riders and Lions have the bye after the Labor Day and return game.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, the only part that I really want to gripe on is our special teams, our starting positions, both for us, our own starting position as well as the opponent's starting position, still seems very lopsided.
We were a little
So-
bit better today, though. Like just today, right?
Yeah.
We kept the average return yard deficit to 5 yards on the kickoffs and returns. But, would like to be on that's for every iteration, right? So 5 iterations is 25 yards. It adds up.
It does, yeah. Yeah.
Field position. But,
Yeah.
Berryhill's got to keep with the ball. Hold on to the ball.
Which he did today.
No, he
Oh,
fumbled on that no yards.
Yeah, well, that's no yards,
Yeah.
though. I
No,
mean,
but that the guy that was doing the no yard didn't cause
That's
the
not the one
fumble.
who hit him, yeah.
So we got bailed out big time.
Yeah, yeah. Because the guy picked it up and ran it in.
It was another guy that I think I'm not sure who, but regardless, you got to hang on to the ball. So I think the Lions should really consider getting another returner.
Yeah.
Hark.
Maybe 7 is coming back soon.
Oh, okay, that's okay.
I'm not
I was
sure.
starting to agree with you.
I don't know.
But I did notice that we were saying, like, when Saskatchewan was coming out, they were knocking our guys on our keisters.
Yeah.
Our guys maybe at best get in the way. I don't know if is that Coach McKnight? I mean, he talked about technique when he first got here. I think, like you guys said, it was apparent that blocking has got to get better.
Yeah.
Got to get better.
Yeah.
So Mark Go Lions says Milligan and Campbell are out for Riders in their secondary.
Yeah.
Okay. Peg City Scott says, in all seriousness, how do you guys smuggle the mics into the stadium for the after game hits? The mics are okay. They let us take mics in. We're not allowed to take like a selfie stick or anything that's long. But mics, they do allow us to take it in.
You need to disguise your selfie stick as an umbrella. Then you're okay.
Wayne says, thanks, Greg. Do you hate my Riders?
Nope.
I don't hate the Lions. As a matter of fact, if the Riders can't win the cup, then I want the Lions to win.
Who's your number 2 team in the CFL, Greg?
My number 2 team?
Yeah.
Well, that's Ottawa, because my number 1 guy's on that team.
Okay, good. All right,
yeah,
good.
so
But
whoever
Wayne,
ever
I
heard-
don't
heard this-
hate the Riders. It's just I'm a very emotional-based football guy, and it just transfers to the team that happens to be here. But if your Riders are playing the Bombers, I am definitely cheering green.
So, I mean, Greg, you hate the Bombers.
That
So
one
they're-
I can
they're at
say,
the
yeah,
bottom.
they hit the bottom.
Yeah.
And it was hard when Lucky went back there.
Yeah.
That was hard.
That was hard.
But no, Bombers will forever have no place in my heart, period. Saskatchewan,
Argos.
just above the Bombers, if not even.
Yeah.
Not a Blue fan, period.
Daniel says, we are the hottest team in the league with Montreal.
Yeah, 4
mean-
wins in a row will do that.
Yeah.
Montreal's just continuing, so yeah.
Montreal is still the team to beat. I don't want to jinx it. I think we're doing a lot of right things. There's still a lot of things that can be improved. So I really want to, I really want them to keep improving on those things.
Just keep going upward.
Yeah, I don't want to. I'm not ready to say that we're a hottest team. We're getting hotter. So
We're noticeable right now because of what we're doing, but
yeah.
No, when we're hot around Labor Day, like Arthur said.
Yeah, we're doing a lot of right things, and we're moving in the right direction. So so I think we'll end it here, guys. Thanks so much for joining us. It's a great win, great celebration.
Yes, sir.
It's a really great day for me, having new guys come in, watch CFL for the first time and loving it. So that's number 1.
And number 2, you getting on the Jumbotron. Come on.
Number 2, us getting on a Jumbotron. And number 3, our post-game dinner. I'm looking forward to that.
Celebrate.
So we're celebrating. One last comment here. Peg City. Greg, you're not allowed past the Saskatchewan border. And Daniel says, see you tomorrow night. Yes, guys, if you're free tomorrow night, 8 o'clock, join us. We'll have a more full show. But have a great Sunday evening. Take care, and we'll talk to you soon.
Go Lions.
Go Lions.
Go Lions.